Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final episode of The Nest. I am Oscar.
I'm Amanda.
I'm Tony.
And I'm Fletcher.
And on the final episode, our big topic will be art. Art in many, many ways. But first, Tony, could you introduce us?
Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to the season finale of The Nest. This episode is about that which leaves an impression on your mind and soul, the arts.
Well, I think one thing to start off with is how each of us defines art.
Fletcher, you start us off.
Well, I feel art, because there's obviously many different forms, and I feel it's any way you can put it out to the rest of the world. So whether it's through song, through even like poems and plays, anything.
Funny, that's what Shamini Wallace, a viewer of The Nest and former mass media classmate, said. She said, art is telling what's inside you and putting it on physical form to share with the world.
Yeah, that's a pretty good thing.
Yeah.
We got another quote from another student, and it's, art is beauty. Art is how people express themselves. Art is an escape from reality. Amelia Teeter, she's a freshman, and I agree with that. I agree with that a lot, but sometimes art isn't always escaping reality. I feel like art could be reality.
I feel like it's the most real thing.
Yeah, I've got to agree with you there.
Because when it comes to art being an escape from reality, if we talk about writing, a famous Spanish writer called Isabel Allende said that science fiction is actually one of the most real forms of writing that there be, because even though it's set in the future, it's a lot of social commentary about us right now. And art can just talk about anything. And it really speaks to everybody, no matter who you are.
It's so impacting on civilization as a whole. Because without art, language isn't art, you know? I don't know where we would be. I honestly don't.
We all have our own styles of art, whether cubism, surrealism, but we also have our own styles, like the way we dress.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, well, fashion is quite an interesting topic, because there are so many ways you can go off fashion. Like you said, we all have our personal style, and I feel like my style is kind of just skateboarding shoes, shorts, jeans, whatever, anything comfortable, really.
Fashion is an interesting art, one that I don't understand. I'm a very simple man. If I could, I would just wear jeans and a t-shirt all the time, which I usually do, except for today I'm wearing shorts. The camera probably can't catch it. Alright, what about you, Amanda?
I'm not really sure exactly how to describe my personal style, because some days it'll be sweatpants, the next day it'll be a skirt or a dress, and then it'll be casual, like jeans and a t-shirt. So I guess the best word to describe my style would probably be temporary, because it's just it changes every day.
Alright, how about yourself, Tony?
My style? Well, my style is usually always the same. Same old blue shoes, jeans, and a t-shirt.
Can't go wrong with
sounds
jeans
about
and a
right.
t-shirt.
You and me kind of have the same thing, though. We kind of wear hoodies all the time as well.
True.
I don't know, they're just cozy.
I also feel that personal style has a lot to do with personality. It's not just the fashion. It's not just what you wear. Because I feel like what you wear is a very huge reflection of who you truly are. Like, what you feel and what you think.
Or sometimes you could just wear things ironically, like this dubstep sweatshirt. I don't listen to dubstep anymore, but I just wear it.
Is it at least comfortable?
It is.
That's good.
That's a good reason why
I'm
I wear
glad.
it. And fashion through the ages has just been really weird. And Amanda, why don't you talk to us about that?
Well, speaking of personal styles and fashion choices in the past and the future and anything, you see people on the street that are like, oh, you should have left that in the store, in the closet, in the garbage, wherever you got it. And then other people, you're like, oh my god, those shorts are so cute, I need some, and you go out and buy them right away. So there are some interesting fashion trends, and then there are the interesting fashion trends. And that's what we're talking about now. So from glamour.com, just a few of the top fashion fads right now is the shirt dress, and the color yellow, the kimono-style trench coats, one shoulder cuts, roomy denim, and the fancy apron.
And with the magic of editing, we will be putting these up for the show, for the viewers to actually see it. And if we can go back to the shirt dress, I think it's really interesting that...
It looks like a robe.
It does just look like a robe, and I think it's really cool that it actually has pockets.
I think there's some pretty adorable shirt dresses out there. Honestly, I don't see a problem with it at all.
I don't understand why the trench coat is making a comeback. I think that should have just been left in the past, but...
When I think... If we're going trench coat, when I think trench coat, I don't know if you guys have ever seen Recess, the show, cartoon show, yeah.
There you go.
Well, the guy on the playground that has the trench coat and he's just like selling goodies out of his trench coat, that's just what I think of, and I don't think that should really be a thing anymore.
I just think of the Matrix, Morpheus, Neo, and all the others just wearing their trench coats and fighting Agent Smith and all the others.
Talking about fashion, it should have been left in the past. Crocs should have never been invented.
Oh, God.
Socks and sandals should have never been put together. And you guys have anything else that you'd hate?
Honestly, socks and sandals really bothers me a lot.
Yeah.
Now that you bring that up, it really irritates me.
Every day in the summer, my grandpa wears socks and sandals, and he always gets the worst tan lines, and he feels the need to show me every time I see him.
I guess when I had these Adidas sandals, and they have like kind of a rough like bottom on them, so I have to admit I wore socks with them.
Oh.
I've worn socks with sandals as well.
How about the audience? What fashion trends do you hate? Yes, you.
Back in the 80s, they had mullets.
Mullets. Oh. Speaking of mullets, we'll get back to that. How about Justin? What do you hate?
Like you said, the Crocs. I just do not like Crocs. Like every time I see someone wear them, like I get into the bed. I'm like, they don't go with your outfit. Your outfit is like blue and like purple, and then you just got like a weird lime green like there, or like hot pink or whatever. And I'm like, okay, what is it? Is it a shoe or a sandal? Because you got holes in it. Like, what is that supposed to be?
Have you ever seen like when they put the things on?
I was just gonna say the little buttons.
That reminds me. I'm pretty sure
you put those little things on. Like, it's not gonna plug it up. Just buy a regular shoe. I'm
pretty sure they
all.
also.
A lot of people are gonna argue like, oh, they're comfy, or like swimmers wear them. I get it for swimming, but I mean, like, why do you wear it out in the day? Because I mean, like, I get it. In swimming, they'll get wet and they'll be holes. Like, it's fine. But I mean, like, throughout the day, you're not really protecting your shoe, or I mean, your foot, and then you're not really like having it like a sandal. It's like a mix of both, and it's like, and they're rubber. Like, well, I mean, obviously rubber, but it's just like a rubber. It's just no. And then
I totally understand what you mean.
Speaking of Crocs, I'm pretty sure they made Croc boots as well.
Oh,
that's illegal.
All right, it feels like we have other audience members that would like to speak. Bree?
Girls' trend nowadays are those Birks sandals.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus shoes, exactly. They are Jesus shoes.
They're trending.
All right, Asher, do you have something to say?
I really don't like big, overpriced, fluffy sneakers. Flashy, expensive Jordans.
Oh.
Don't like them.
Asher, I'm pretty sure you used to have a pair of those. I'm totally there with you though.
We all go through phases.
I understand that.
That's
like we
true.
said, fashion is temporary.
Our teachers have gone through phases where they have seen some of the worst fashion choices, and we actually did an informal survey of some of our teachers, and we asked them, hey, what do you think is the worst fashion fad? And going back to mullets, Mr. G actually said that the mullet was his least favorite fashion fad. And then we're going to be going through some of these, and through the magic of editing, you guys at home will be able to see some of these things. All right, Mrs. Monroe hated saggy pants. Miss Fitzgerald hated muffin tops.
Miss Hooker hated the denim tuxedo. I'm pretty sure.
Justin Timberlake wore a denim tuxedo to the 2000 Grammys, something along those lines, and it was just awful. Yes, Justin.
What's like muffin top?
A muffin top is when you
Your
wear.
fat goes over your pants.
Yes, but you're wearing a short enough shirt so that
Yes.
where you can actually see the fat like coming out the sides.
I knew like what it was, but I didn't know it was like. I didn't know that was an actual thing people purposely did for fashion.
Well, I think it's more
I don't think
of
it
a
was a fashion-
self-conscious type of thing. You know,
I think it was probably accidental, but
Yeah.
there will be a picture of that up for you. All
Shield your
right.
eyes.
Miss Bina hated the Madonna look. Mr. Wright did not like parachute pants.
I
Mr.
enjoy
Brewmeyer
parachute pants
hated
a
the
lot.
mesh shirts.
And Mrs. Kilker did not like extremely short basketball shorts with high tube socks.
Which is
Didn't her husband used to wear those?
Yes, Mr. Kilker used to wear that every day.
Kilker is God.
Miss Hart did not like big puffy T Spangs.
Which is ironic because she kind of has exactly that.
He's throwing shade.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Mr. Clarkson did not like the jeans that make it look like you said in Bleach. Miss Crucius does not like yoga pants. Miss Wire does not like bell bottoms. And this is a quote straight from Miss Possack. Bell bottoms, the wide ones. I would cry and cry when my mother would force me to wear any. That's Miss Possack. She did not like bell bottoms.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Which is kind of sad because that was kind of a huge thing for a really long time.
It was.
Shoes. Oh, I would hate to be forced to wear something like that.
I can definitely remember being little though and being forced to wear things like they force you to make you do your hair like the pigtails. Oh, that always hurt.
Or my Oshkosh overalls that I wore like every other day because my mom made me wear them, and she made me wear like a railroad hat too, so it looked like I'm a steam engine running.
So the main focus of this show is art, and we've talked about how we define art. And we've even talked about fashion, which is a form of art. Now let's talk about the art classes that are offered here and if they've benefited any of us. Some of the art classes offered here are all of the painting and drawing, AP art, the ceramics, the band, the choir, the drama, forensics, theater, even yearbook publication. All of that is art and all of that is offered here. And has any of it affected you?
I think band has definitely affected me the most because it's brought so much music into my life, and I appreciate classical music so much because of what we play. And being in it for 8 years, our last band concert was last week, and it blows my mind how much I've learned from it.
How about yourself, Amanda? Has any of the art classes impacted you?
Especially my freshman year when I took art exploration. That's where I got a lot of my friends initially, and then painting and drawing and theater is where I met Justin, and now we're great friends. And it's just brought me out of my shell more, I think.
Tony?
I'd have to say ceramics, because, well, just like Amanda, that's where I met most of my friends as well.
Alrighty. I'd say that the art program that has had a big effect on me was the drama department. I do a lot of theater stuff, but I actually didn't start there. I started in Intro to Business. I had to make a commercial, and that's where I found my love for the visual arts and entertaining. And we'd love to hear from the audience if any art classes have impacted you. Where's Clay? There you are, Clay. How have the art classes impacted you?
My biggest influence in the art was when I was in elementary school.
See.
Other than that, not really much.
Alrighty. Do we have any singers in the crowd? Oh, we don't have any singers.
Shower singer.
That's something. Shower
Just like
singing is
singers.
something.
I'm in choir.
If the arts have impacted you, we would love to hear from you.
Actually, no, not the arts program, but the teachers, yes.
Exactly.
The teachers. Miss Wire, and Miss Shore, and Miss Marshall.
Yeah,
Alright,
Bree.
Bree.
Mrs. Sherrick is like really inspirational, and like she just helps me open up and sing.
That's
And
awesome.
now with the introduction of this class, we can do a little more like visual arts, be it like editing or hosting. Or
I was gonna say it kind of puts everyone's strong suits into one form of art, and I love
Speaking
that.
of visual arts, I'm pretty sure we might have skipped something.
Yes, we did, but we will get back to that. The audience doesn't need to know that. All right, and now that we have talked a little bit about how the arts have influenced us, we actually went around and interviewed some of the students that we believe have been influenced the most by the arts, and we will be showing some of these interviews right now. How long have you been dabbling in art?
Okay.
All right.
I have been involved in arts or in music for about 13 years because I started playing piano when I was 5 and then ever since.
I've been in the arts about 4 years, and I started with poetry because I just had a lot going on in my life, and it was a really good way for me to like get all my emotions out and like be able to tell people about it.
Ever since I could really remember, I've always been interested in art since I was little.
Since I was born. Okay, I'm just kidding. Since elementary school.
How has the JHS Arts program benefited you?
Well, my freshman year, I came in thinking I wanted to be a doctor. And that soon changed when I met Ms. Rykoff and Mr. Fisher and Ms. Chair. And those 3 people really changed my life in so many good ways, and now I've decided to be a band director.
Well, I did forensics for the first time this past year, and that was like amazing. It was really awesome.
Well, I haven't taken any art classes in high school until this year, which is my senior year. So it hasn't really done much for me, but I mean, it's nice to have Miss Wire and her opinions and help on work that I'm doing. Because I mostly just do my own projects. I don't really, I just do what I want to do, basically.
It taught me new techniques, like the teachers taught me different techniques of drawing and painting and stuff like that.
Which arts classes have you taken?
I have taken mixed choir, which was the freshman choir class, band for 4 years, and local jazz for 3.
I took English 10, which is a wind choir course, but we did a poetry unit, which was really helpful and really fun.
I've taken ceramics 1 and 2, and I'm taking painting drawing 1, painting drawing 2, and art exploration.
I've taken stagecraft, ceramics 1. I'm in ceramics 2, I'm in advanced art, and I've taken painting and drawing 1.
Which arts class has been your favorite and why?
Well, obviously my favorite's been band because I'm going into the band program field, and I have just loved every minute of it.
And it would be forensics.
I liked ceramics too, I think, the best. I made a really good coil pot. The best coil pot Miss Wire I've ever seen. I don't know, I liked it.
Advanced art and ceramics have been my favorite. Advanced art especially because Miss Wire is very, very lenient with the assignments, and she basically lets you use any type of art that you like the most, whether it's drawing or painting, whatever you want.
What kinds of art do you do?
I play piano, I play organ, I play oboe, and I keep going on and then being here for a while.
I write poetry, all different kinds of poetry though.
I like pencil drawings, either with color or with graphite, lead, or whatever. I also like paint markers. I'm really beginning to paint markers lately. I don't really like painting that much, and I like clay sculptures.
I like abstract art the most because it doesn't have to be anything specific. But I do like surrealism and such. This is actually an abstract painting that I did. I used texture. I did a texture stuff on it first, and then I just kind of added water and paint to it, and I just liked the way it flowed, so I just let it be as it wanted it to be.
What inspires you to do art?
When I was 5 and started taking piano, my grandmother started me on it, and I was very skeptical at first because I hated it. And thinking back on how I hated it so much, I'm really glad that she spanked me and everything to get me to do it. So, yeah.
I think poetry is a great way to get like your emotions out of you, so that's why I write poetry.
My own brain, and nature, and things that you wouldn't normally see, but when you like things you see, but you don't think about. But if it were on, it would be cool?
I guess my emotions inspire me to do art, and yeah, just kind of how I feel in the
Alright, now that we're back from the art segments, I hope you guys understand that the arts has benefited a lot more people than just that, in many more ways than you can even think. And after seeing all of these artists, I am reminded on how I carry my art supplies around. And this little thing we call fanny packs. Kind of a big deal, I think.
I think it's been a very big deal in the past few weeks.
And we've been pushing it. We have been pushing it into people that fanny packs are what's up.
And we actually went around and got a poll of around 150 students, and the consensus is that 69% of the entire Jefferson High School population is for fanny packs.
24% does not like them at all.
And 7% were undecided, which, why would you go on the poll then?
Yeah. Being neutral on this is kind of not okay.
I feel that JHS wants the fanny pack to make a comeback, and we are here to help you with that.
It just has to happen, honestly.
It needs to.
And over the past couple weeks, we've been planning the biggest thing ever. And it's... So we gathered fanny packs, we put this idea together, we made a runway actually right outside this lobby here, and we did a fashion show. It's kind of a big deal. Fanny packs, stuff coming out of fanny packs, walking down a runway. So now is the world premiere of the On Fleek Fanny Pack Fashion Show featuring Fletcher and Friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first annual On Fleek Fanny Pack Fashion Show featuring Fletcher and Friends this Friday, May 15th, is about to begin.
Yeah, back.
I love art.
Art's amazing.
I love art so much.
It's beautiful.
I loved art so much that we actually asked Cody to go around and ask a question, but Cody wasn't around. So instead we got Omar to do it, and now we will be cutting to Omar's Preguntas, where he will be asking people how he felt about a certain piece of art.
Hola, Cody isn't here right now, so for today we're doing Omar's Preguntas. Today's pregunta is, how does this make you feel? Today's question is, how does this make you feel?
The picture makes you feel like we all have something to live for. The picture also makes you feel like sometimes when humans have something not going right for themselves, there also is another personification of them.
How does it make you feel? What do you interpret? Alright, thank you.
I think the painting makes me feel pretty inspired because of all the colors and shapes. Kind of looks like a chakra, so I guess it makes me feel intrigued.
The picture makes me feel like very happy, but it's also like very intriguing because the more you look at it, the more like you see other individual things, like you see the eye, and then you see there's like a sunset over the ocean. It just kind of makes you think about what each individual object means that the artist is trying to portray.
It doesn't make me feel anything, but it means it's my brain on paper.
Those were a lot of good interpretations. Actually, I don't know. I didn't see any of the questions yet.
Yeah, but it's the way art can make someone feel is truly amazing.
Truly amazing. All good things must come to an end. Like, this is the final episode of The Nest, and I think that us as hosts have actually developed some pretty good memories in mass media, and if you guys could share them right now, that would be great.
Well, I'll start off. I was the first student in this class. I was the only student for a couple days, and my favorite mass media memory was when you guys came into the class, because without you guys, none of this would have been possible, and it was awesome. Seeing how it ended up now, rather than the beginning of the year, things were kind of scattered, but we knew what we were going to do, and it all came together like that.
How about you, Amanda?
I have to go with something that is now called False Fletch Day. Basically, what happened was, it was October and about a week before Fletcher's birthday. And I don't know if you know this about me, but I get really super excited over people's birthdays. It's just kind of a thing that excites me, I guess. So it's a week before Fletcher's birthday, and I am certain that it is the week we're on. That it's not next week, it is today. So I walk into class and I'm like, happy birthday, Fletcher! And he's like, my birthday is not today, Amanda. It's next week. So, because my excitement was let down, Mr. Garung came to me and he was like, we should make False Fletch Day. And like the Friday before his birthday, we made cards and we had a little party and we called it False Fletch Day to celebrate not Fletcher's birthday.
I appreciate it. I truly do.
How about you, Tony?
My best memory? Where's Fletcher? Just has to be, where's Fletcher?
I really wish we would have kind of made that into a video segment.
Yeah.
Because we were going to for the Hoops for Hope. I think that would have been funny.
So during first semester, when we were filming the Hoops for Hope promo, which some of you may or may not have seen, we actually lost Fletcher and couldn't find him.
Realistically, I had just gone to the bathroom while they were out doing filming or something, and when I was done, they weren't there. So I went back to the room, and there was a note on the door that said, "Stay calm."
We were looking for him. So.
Yeah, but we found each other.
My favorite mass media memory is probably the final segment of the second episode, where we had all the food and all the people came up and we had all of their reactions on camera. And I think that was my favorite mass media memory.
Pickles and pickles. I was just gonna say pickles and peanut butter. Honestly, that sandwich wasn't bad though.
I know.
Peanut butter and jelly and Doritos.
And you said it was unnecessary.
And if we could have Clay, please tell us what your favorite mass media memory is.
The mustard and lettuce sandwiches.
Oh.
Marcus. Omar.
My favorite memories are just going out with Cody and asking all the beautiful people of Jefferson High School questions.
The beautiful people. All of the beautiful people.
What about you, Cody? Your questions? Alright, all the mass media people just come up here because it's the final episode, so we have to do a proper goodbye. So please just come up here and like get behind us.
You guys get a couple seconds of fame.
Yeah. Thank you, JHS, for sticking with us for an entire first season, and this is the final episode of The Nest. Goodbye.
We're gonna miss you, people. We're gonna miss you.